How's it going, guys? So today is day 5 of the trading year, Friday, and I blew up the account a little bit, actually quite a bit. So the day started off good. I was up about $220, $230. I bought back into BNGO a little while after the day opened up. The stock dropped down approximately, uh, it dropped down enough to eat up all the profit for the day. So I decided to sell out of that stock and get into CNET. CNET was very volatile. So I figured I saw it dipping a lot, jumping back up, dipping a lot, jumping back up. So I figured I bought on a dip, it would jump back up, which it did almost within a minute to cover my losses for BNGO today, but I didn't sell. So again, it is one of those things. Great, I got my money back for the BNGO fail midday, and I should have sold out on CNET, but I didn't. So obviously, the stock tanked towards the end of the day. I held on to it, hoping that it would bounce back up, but it just never did. And that brings another mistake to light for me. So since I was up already almost $2,200 this first week on the 5,000 we started with, so we're talking about a 44% overall increase on the investment. I figured, okay, I get $2,200. I can let this ride a little bit. I can shave, $300, $400, $500 off that, and still be safe, and hopefully it'll ride back up. The problem is, when you're trading volatile stocks, you shouldn't walk away from your computer, and that's what I did. I walked away. I had other things I had to do, and when I got back, bam, I was down almost $1,400 with CNET. Luckily, it moved its way back slowly towards the end of the day, but still I sold out, and total loss for the day ended up being $1,140 something. Let's say it's called $1,150. So yeah, we gave up a significant amount of profit for the week, which, it's a learning curve, I guess, or a mistake. If you're watching this, take your profits if you're day trading. And remember, so I think every day I'm going to have to give myself a little reminder that it's incremental increases, 1 to 2%, 1 to 2%, and that account will grow. But you can't, do those little small incremental steps and then take a massive hit just because you were thinking that, this stock will bounce back up. Cut your losses early on. That's what I'm going to do. Cut my losses early on from now on. Maybe even use stop limits if I walk away from the computer, or if I know I won't be at the computer for a very long time, and I'll just place my order with a stop limit. So if that stock does drop, the 1 to 2%, then it'll sell me off automatically, and I'll just find another entry point somewhere else. But dropping, this much, 16%, I think that's what ends up to being today's account, because we did build it up to $7,200 almost. It's unacceptable. It's a horrible mistake, and it was maybe my my arrogance that don't worry, I know what I'm doing. This will bounce back. But markets are volatile, and especially penny stocks. I mean, this was a stock that went from it was up 100 and something percent on the day, and I bought into it when it dipped back down to about 90% up on the day. And don't walk away. So anyways, I sold out of that stock, and I ended up buying, end of the day, literally like a minute to closing, I ended up buying NEO. So with the remaining money, so we have $5,900 in the account. I ended up buying 100 shares of NEO. Hopefully that NEO day will be something good coming out, some news. And on Monday we'll see the stock bounce a little bit and yeah, pick it up from there. Hopefully, and yeah, learn from the mistakes. Don't do them again, or minimize the amount of mistakes. And yeah, I'm gonna keep growing this account. And yeah, I expect this to be a hefty sum of money by the end of 2021. Okay, stay tuned. We'll see you. Thank you.
Good morning, guys. So day 5 today of the trading challenge for 2021. So I sold out of BNGO last night. It flushed out some shares with news that there's going to be a public offering of more shares from the company. So it did drop down significantly overnight, which I was happy to be out of it. This morning I'm watching it again, sold off heavily at the beginning, and it started reversing its trend. I bought in at $4.30. Currently it's at $4.44, but it got halted. I'm not sure why it got halted. Most likely either there's some news coming out about the stock, or it's just the volume of the movement, the volatility. So the halt is for 6 minutes, and we'll see what happens when it reopens up. Hopefully the trend continues up, and we can make some great profits first thing in the morning with the first trade. Okay, we'll see you guys in a second. Okay, it resumed. It did flush down a little bit. Haven't sold it yet. Hopefully it will bounce right back up after the halt. Usually people start panicking with a halt and start dumping the stock, assuming there's some bad news coming out, or it just market trend reversal, right? So right now it looks pretty good. It's going back up. I'm gonna prep my sale, and yeah, so right now it looks really good. It's climbing. We're up 6%, 5%, 4%, and I think this might be a good place to exit now. And again, something happens in the mornings where my system just has a hard time to connect. Okay, let's see. We got in at, yeah. So we bought in, wow. Okay, so I guess trading off a cell phone with high volume on the market might not be the best idea. Slow things down. So okay, so I bought in at 4:30, and I sold at sorry guys, an average of 4.50, so 20 cents. Only took 1,000 share position on it instead of 1,400 or 1,500 I could have, just because I wasn't sure what's going to happen with the stock today. I want to keep some money in reserve in case I have to average down, or maybe buy it as it's running up. In that case, averaging up a little bit. But yeah, no, it's good. So 1,000 shares, average of 20 cents per share. We're up $200 already today, so that's excellent. Yeah, so let's see if we can keep the momentum going, and this week on a really positive number. So yeah, looking forward to it. Okay, I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, so I'm back in this stock. I just watched it flush out a little bit. So we're in it at 417. I'm gonna prep my sell right away, just in case it flushes again, and hopefully we can catch a nice little bounce up. And yeah, and I'll get back to you guys in a second, or maybe let's watch this for a few seconds, see what happens. So right now I'm down $50, $40 on this trade, but unless it goes really south, I'm gonna hold it until it bounces back up, and again, pull a little bit of profit, or maybe even if it flushes down to a support level. So then I'll just average down with the remaining of the money in the account that we have. So the VWAP on this is 419. And right now we're trading at 411. I bought it at 417. So it should come back to VWAP. And then once it hits VWAP, it probably crosses over, and we again try and pull, 100, 200, $50, $10, $1. As long as it's green, it's all good. Okay, I'll see you guys in a second as this plays itself out, and I'll get back to you once I'm ready to sell. Okay, so it's playing out the way I expected it to play out. We have the bounce up, so we're sitting right now at $100 profit on this trade. I'm waiting to see a direction. So the resistance level going up is going to be in the $4.30 range, but buying down might just happen. People might start selling off, so I think it might be a good time to lock in the profits right now. We're up $77 currently, but there's large bids coming in. You know what? I'm happy with it. Let's take lock in profit. Okay, we're locked in. So we can always buy back in at a later time. So let's see what we make on that one. I think I held it slightly too long. So we bought at 417. This time 1,200 shares. We sold at 420, so 3 cents, $36 minus commission. So we're in the $30 range of profit. But green is good. Okay, we'll see you guys in a second. Okay, I'm back into it at $4.28 a share. And I think this thing's gonna climb up to roughly 435 within the next few seconds. Let's see if I'm correct on this. So I'm gonna prep my sell order and just wait a few seconds. So we're at 429, 430. Yeah, once it breaks this 430 mark, we should move up fairly quickly. 431. Oh, a little bit of resistance. Okay, I won't bore you. Oh, there you go, 432. Again, I'm looking for a 435 to sell out on, so another 4 cents. No, she's going the wrong way at the moment. See, this is the decisions, eh? Do we lock in a small little profit of like $30 and wait for the next dip because I called it wrong this time? Or are we patient with it and have some resolve in my belief that it will hit 435? Crazy markets though this year so far. I mean, especially Bitcoin. If you look at Bitcoin, it's gone crazy. $40,000. And I remember a few years back when it hit $20,000, and everybody's like, "Oh, this is crazy. It's overvalued." Then it dropped back down, and I always told myself, "I'll buy Bitcoin when it drops back down." And again, never did. And now look at it, $40,000 for one Bitcoin. Nuts. Okay, well, this thing isn't really going anywhere at the moment. So I'm gonna pause this while this plays itself out so I don't bore you guys. And I'll be back just before I'm ready to sell it off. Okay, so it's been probably close to about half an hour since I purchased the last the last BNGO buy on my end. So it dropped down. It didn't hit my 435 estimate. It dropped down. I held on to it just because I'm up on the day already, so it didn't breach my profit. So I kept holding. It just bounced back up. Actually, I averaged down an extra 300 shares at what do we average down? I bought 300 extra shares at 422 because that's the rest of the money that we had in the account. So it brought my average price down to 427 from 428. So not a big average down, but still an average down. And now it's bumped back up. So it's pretty much trading even for this trade at the moment. Still up on the day, obviously, but trading even on the day. Now there is there was some big resistance at the 430 mark. There's 170,000 shares for sale. Now that's down to 24,000 shares. So I mean, they are getting bought up. Again, the next resistance is again back at 430. It looks like 27,000 shares. If it breaks through that, it should hit 435 with fair ease. Again, I mean, speculation, right? And if it breaks through the 435, which there's 13,000 shares to be sold off, it will run up to 438. And I think at that point, since I'm holding 1,700 shares, 438, 11 cents times 1,700, we're at $109 profit. So let's see how that shakes out. Okay, so I'll get back to you in a second, and yeah, see you soon. Okay guys, so I'm back at the computer, and I held BNGO. It's down currently. This last purchase is down currently $260. So we're just hanging around break even on the day with this loss. What I'm looking at right now is a company, CW Data. So CNET, CNET. It might be a good buy-in at the moment. It just dipped pretty hard, and I'm looking if it's worth possibly investing into it and watching it go up. So I think I'll sell off my position out of BNGO, and then we'll buy into CNET, and we can always get back into BNGO at a later date. So okay, let's sell that off, and let's pull up CNET here. And what do we got? So 63.61. So let's purchase. Let's purchase. Can purchase 1,700 shares. Let's see. $6,100. Can we purchase 2,000 shares? Is there enough money? No. Okay, so let's purchase 1,900. We have enough. We just need to see
a offering that size. Okay, 62, 61. Okay, let's buy it in. Okay, so we're in. We're in at 62 cents. Now this is, I've been watching it for a few minutes. This thing is like quite volatile. So might see like big dip down, big dip up. I'm just looking for some consistency up into the 380s. And then we can sell out of it and make up the difference for that last trade loss in BNGO. So let's see what happens. Okay, I'll get back to you guys once I'm ready to sell this. Okay guys, so it's been a minute or two, actually 6 minutes since I bought into CNET. It's moved up from our position, so we're up, well, it's bouncing between $160 and $200 profit right now. And as you can see, BNGO dropped from when I sold, so I guess that was a fortunate sell on my part. We sold out of it at 411, and BNGO right now is sitting at 405. So that saved another $100. So I'm just waiting to see if this CNET can move up to my target of the 482. So the VWAP on it today is 382 right now. So we're trading 20 cents below that. So if we even come up to VWAP, that'll be an extra $380 on top of the 140 right now. So $500 profit within a few minutes, which will definitely cover the last trade of the last losing trade of BNGO that I had, and it'll put us significantly into the green for the day. So I'll get back to you when I'm ready to sell this stock. Well, again, did a mistake. Same thing as I did on day 3. I had profit, and again I got greedy, and now I'm down $1,000 on this last trade. So, and the worst part is that like you saw a few seconds ago, I was up I don't know, $150 to $200 on it. So $1,200 swing, and so now I'm just sitting back here and deciding whether I should hold this over the weekend or not. Most likely I'll sell out of it and take my losses. I was still green on the week, which is good, but again, we're gonna be down $1,000 today unless something turns around. So I'll let you know how it ends up in a few minutes. Okay guys, well, I did it again. Another red day, well, second red day, the first week of 2021. And again, my fault. So we're closing down $1,170 approximately on the day, which is, well, unfortunate, but is 100% preventable. And it was again 100% my fault. So I sold out of what was that? The CNET company. So we sold I sold out 1,900 shares at a loss of 61 cents, and that's it. So big loss on the day, but down about 16%. But it's okay. So I sold out of that, and I bought NEO, 100 shares of NEO, There's an announcement coming on Monday. Sorry, tomorrow. There's Neo Day. Neo Day is tomorrow. So there's good news. That stock might bounce up nicely on Monday, and we can recoup some of those losses that we did today and continue on. Okay, I'll see you guys on Monday.